from time to time. Actually, I want to say that my topic is about all rocket science, not rocket machine. So I need to correct it. So
it's rocket science.
yeah, rocket science. Yeah. Okay, we can start now. Okay, first of all, I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you have ever invested in stock market? Raise your hand. Oh, one person? Okay. Do you think investment is easy?
No.
No, of course. But in bookstores, we can always find lots of books talking about 10 steps to make easy money from investment. They instill you an illusion. They say that, come on, it's not rocket science. It's easy for you. But however, is it really easy? Before we continue, let me introduce you 3 financial terms. The first one is portfolio. Portfolio is a combination of stocks. The second one is hedge, which means to eliminate the investment risk. The third one is option. Option is a kind of financial instrument that I introduced before, but not very successfully. So, at this time, I can say that you don't really need to know what exactly option is. Just remember that stock can hedge the option. Okay? Okay, let me continue. Okay. Now, please look at this equation. Do you actually know what does it mean? No, of course not. Otherwise, I can get off the stage now. Actually, it's the control equation originally from space technology. Suppose I'm in a spaceship and it keeps still at its original position. One day, due to the gravitational force of the moon, so it moved. This equation describes how to move back for this spaceship to move back to its original position correctly, and how much extra fuel needed for this movement. Just like this. As you can see, this control equation is quite complicated and difficult to solve, but today investment banks, actually many investment banks, use this equation to solve this hedging problem with the stock. So they use the rocket science. That's in our field is rocket science. Yeah. Difficult to solve, but vivid. You can see that's the graph for the stock. For example, if our stock is, deviates from its original value, and then with that equation, we can hedge this option deviation by stock so that our profit is protected. That's how they do, and you don't know how to do it. So it's difficult. And okay, now it's another equation. Another story. Another story I want to talk about is about wireless communication. Let's look at this. This is the base stations we have. This is a fixed amount of base stations. The question is, we want to know where should we place these stations so that we can maximize the coverage area. This signal coverage area problem can be viewed as a resource allocation problem. Since our resources are limited, such like this base station are limited, so it's unrealistic to cover every corner for the region. But with the help of mathematics, we can guarantee that this base station can cover the maximum area for this region. This idea can be used in stock investments. As you can see, our target is to maximize our profit in the end. And here, maximizing the profit in the end is the same idea to maximizing the signal coverage area in the end. It's complicated. However, you know that we can always find an optimization problem to solve this problem. Okay, now resource allocation can be found in many fields. For example, minimizing the area of the integrated circuit, minimizing the power consumption for the rocket, maximizing the crops per unit area for the farm. Even our mental-mentee matching problem can be viewed as a resource allocation problem. So it's difficult. You need to remember that. So investment today becomes so complicated that it involves the traditional financial theory, of course, and the methods of engineering, and what else? The computer programming methods and the tools of mathematics. It is not that trivial as those books claim. So the only conclusion I can give you is that don't just believe in your feeling for investment or otherwise. You'll pay for it. It is slow and painful. Thank you. Toastmaster of the evening.